Looks alright, looks a bit tight. This is a £420,000 house. How did British bedrooms become this small? And more importantly, who decided this was acceptable? Across Britain, the story is the same. New homes that promise comfort and space, yet hand over bedrooms that feel barely larger than the mattress itself. Bedrooms have quietly been shrinking for years. It's not a glitch in one postcode or a quirk of a single builder. Persimmon, Barratt, Taylor Wimpey, Bellway, pick any big name, and the floor plans tell the same story. Go back to 1995, and a typical 3-bed new build offered around 95 square meters of floor area. Fast forward to 2005, it's 92. By 2015, 87. Now, for 2025, 84 square meters is the new normal. That's a loss of more than 10 square meters in a single generation. Enough space to fit another whole bedroom by today's standards, or to make the existing ones actually usable. It wasn't always this way. In 1961, the Parker Morris standards set a benchmark. A 3-bedroom house should offer at least 76 square meters, with bedrooms sized for real beds and real lives. Those rules vanished in 1980, and since then, the market has quietly chipped away at what counts as enough. Meanwhile, buyers in Germany or the Netherlands still expect and get homes with bigger bedrooms and more generous layouts, even in cities where land is just as expensive. The UK hasn't run out of space, it's just stopped demanding it. The real question is how this squeeze became normal, even in homes costing £500,000. Walk through any new build, and the pattern is almost always the same. The kitchen gleams, the lounge feels open. The garden, if you get one, looks just big enough for a barbecue. Buyers linger in these headline spaces, picturing dinner parties and lazy Sunday mornings. But then comes the bedroom tour. Most people barely step inside before moving on. A quick glance, a nod, and it's ticked off the list. Developers know this. They design for the emotional hit, the wow factor at the front of the house, because that's what sticks in a buyer's memory. The bedrooms, they're often an afterthought, and the viewing process makes it easy to miss what's been shaved away. When a 4th bedroom is squeezed into a fixed floor plan, it usually means every other bedroom gets that little bit smaller. None of this is hidden, but the compromise rarely registers until the moving van's outside and you're trying to fit a wardrobe next to the bed. By then, the floor plan math is unavoidable. More rooms, less space, and the realization that the premium price tag didn't buy you the comfort you expected. Most people walk into a bedroom that barely fits a double bed and assume there must be a law against it. But in England, there's no universal rule that sets a minimum size for bedrooms in private homes. The nationally described space standards, the government's own guidelines, do spell out what a decent bedroom should look like. 7.5 square meters for a single, 11.5 for a double. Here's the catch. These numbers only mean anything if your local council has actually adopted them. In many areas, developers can ignore them entirely and still get planning permission. The planning system hands huge discretion to local authorities, and when housing targets or affordability are in play, minimum bedroom sizes often fall down the list of priorities. As long as a room meets fire safety and ventilation rules, it can be marketed as a bedroom, even if it's so tight you can barely open a wardrobe door. The gap between what buyers expect and what's legally required is bigger than most realise, and it's how so many new homes end up with bedrooms that feel like afterthoughts. Scroll through Rightmove in the £350,000 to £500,000 bracket, and the pattern jumps out. Floor plans promising 3 or 4 bedrooms, but the numbers don't add up to livable space. Take a listing in Milton Keynes, priced at £410,000. The 2nd and 3rd bedrooms are each 2.6 metres wide. That's just enough for a standard double bed, 135 centimetres across, with a few centimetres on either side. Add 2 bedside tables and you're already pushing furniture against the walls. Try to fit in a wardrobe. and suddenly the doors can't swing open without hitting the bed frame. The so-called circulation space, the gap you actually walk through, shrinks to less than 80 centimeters, about the width of a hallway in a budget hotel. It's not just one developer or one postcode. In Coventry, a £398,000 new build lists a bedroom at 2.5 metres wide. In Leeds, a £440,000 house squeezes 2 bedrooms into 2.6 metres. 8 out of 10 current listings in this price range show at least one bedroom that's 2.7 metres or less. On paper, the house ticks the bedroom count box. In reality, the smallest room is barely fit for a double bed and a wardrobe, let alone a desk or a cot. The floor plan tells the truth that the marketing glosses over. At these dimensions, you're not buying a functional extra bedroom. You're buying a box that just about fits a mattress. The mismatch only becomes obvious when you measure, long after the viewing high has faded. Every square metre inside a new build carries a hefty price tag, and nowhere is that more obvious than in the bedroom count game. Since 2000, the price of land for development has shot up by around 500%, turning every scrap of floor area into a financial calculation. For developers, the maths is simple. Squeeze more rooms into the same overall footprint, and the house jumps a rung on the price ladder. That's why, across the country, 3 bedrooms that once felt generous are now trimmed by 40 centimetres each. Not because anyone wants a smaller bedroom, but because that saved space can be stitched together to create bedroom 4. On paper, it's a 4-bed. In reality, it's 3 and a bit, but the listing price can leap by £35,000 to £45,000 overnight. The market rewards the label, not the livability. Buyers searching in the £350,000 to £500,000 range see a 4-bedroom house and assume it's a step up, even if the extra room is barely usable. The premium isn't just about status, it's about mortgage eligibility, school catchments, and the future-proofing myth that an extra bedroom brings. Developers are responding to what the system pays for, not just chasing profit for its own sake. Government policy has only sharpened this logic. Between 2013 and 2023, the Help to Buy scheme set strict price caps for new builds. To stay under the threshold and still offer that magic 4th bedroom, developers shrunk the rooms, not the headline count. Planning documents from sites like Cranford Gardens in Northamptonshire spell it out. Bedroom widths cut by 40 centimetres, just to keep the 4-bed label without busting the budget. It's a system that turns bedroom space into small change, and the market keeps rewarding it, no matter what it feels like when you finally move in. Everyday life in a so-called 4-bedroom new build can feel like a running joke, until it's your coat on the back of the door because there's nowhere else for it to go. For anyone trying to work from home, the reality hits fast. There's no space for a desk, not unless you're willing to wedge yourself between the bed and the radiator. A young couple planning a nursery soon finds out that a cot, a changing table, and a chest of drawers simply don't fit in the same room. Even basic storage becomes a game of Tetris. Wardrobes block the only walking path, drawers scrape the skirting boards, and any hope of a dressing table disappears. In too many of these homes, a bedroom is just a bed, maybe a bedside table if you're lucky. Everything else, clothes, work, family life, gets squeezed out or pushed to the hallway. This isn't about luxury or wanting a palatial suite. It's the frustration of paying a premium and still not having space for the basics that make a home actually livable. A bedroom that fits only a bed isn't just bad luck. It's a trap you can spot before you buy. First, don't trust the staged furniture or the glossy brochure. Bring a tape measure to every viewing. Lay it out. A standard double bed is 135 centimetres wide. If the room is less than 3 metres across, you're already in trouble. Next, ignore the headline bedroom count and go straight to the floor plan. Total up the square metres, not just the number of rooms. Compare that figure to older homes in the same area. Many will have bigger rooms, even if the house looks smaller from the outside. Don't let yourself be dazzled by the kitchen or garden if the bedrooms are barely usable. Treat every square metre as precious, because in this market, it's exactly what you're paying for. Right now, there's no law stopping your so-called bedroom from being barely bigger than the mattress. As prices climb and standards stall, space becomes another premium. Sold as normal, delivered as compromise. The market won't fix this for us. Subscribe for more sharp takes on what you're really buying.